Hey, everybody. So I have not done this, so I'm going to make a little change here. So hang on. It's going to be a little bumpy. Ah, all right. Much better. Hello. Welcome. I am trying to go live. I've not done this in a long time, and they always upgrade. So going live is really gonna be like brand spanking new again for me. Welcome to my craft room, and thank you for stopping by. And I just want to let you know that some of the comments you cannot comment unless you're subscribed. So that's something that I can monitor a little bit. Anyway, so what I thought I'd do, here we go. I think that's good. What I thought I'd do is go through some of the things I had at my craft fair and talk a little bit about it. Some of the what I've been noticing with craft fairs is they're not as well attended as they used to be ever since the pandemic. Uh, and people are we're over saturated with makers now, and some of the things that used to be um, unique to certain makers is no longer. I was at a craft fair this past weekend, and I saw several people who made tumblers. I don't have one out here. There's the tumblers that they make that have designs on them. Uh, there were, like, I can count just quickly 3 of people that had it, and some people had other things plus the tumblers. So like they were trying to switch over. Anyway, I thought it might be fun to do that. I'd love to see your comments if I could see them. The way my setup is right now, let me move things around a little bit. I should have thought of this before, but the only way I can see things is if I go live. So I'm going to move you again. I apologize if things get wonky. Hang on. Ah, there we go. Much better. Okay, so now I can see the, if any comments come. Yeah, okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. I need a drink of water. Hang on. There we go. One of the things that sold, first time ever that it sold for me. I've had these for a little bit of a while. I don't have my phone with me, but this is a Lynn's Handmade. Shows you how to make these. This, and then you purchase the contraption that goes on your phone, and this is a strap so it can go. I usually wear it like this, where it crosses over, and then my phone is right there, especially when I'm doing a craft show, because I use my phone for credit card stuff. And let me see if I can't give you a good look. This is all based off of Lynn's Handmade style. Okay. I thought this is really cute. I actually sold 2. Let me go get my phone. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. And that way it'll be a little clearer for you. Everything's dropping. Okay, I'm back. See, it wasn't that bad. Plus, there's nobody watching right now. All right, so this is mine. It was the first one I made because this is the only thing I had available, and I kind of adjusted there's Lynn shows you how to put the hook on here so that you can put a little change purse, your driver's license, credit card, maybe some cash can go in here, and then that's all you need. Of late, I think everybody we are less likely to carry big things now. And so the other thing is pick up these split rings, and this gets attached inside the case, and there you have it. And so this goes around here. And if I don't have pockets, and sometimes, so here's a story. I had gone out with some ladies, and it was in the evening, and I had my phone with me, and it was in my pocket. And when I was driving home afterwards, and I was like, well, where's my phone? I didn't remember where it was, because it wasn't right next to me on the center console. And I'm like, where's my phone? Where's my phone? I had to pull off because I thought I left my phone back at the restaurant. And oh my God, it's like way in the middle of town. And I was afraid, at the time I was mentoring, and it was just a whole bugaboo of stuff. And I was nervous. I pulled off, tried to find it, and I figured, oh, it has to be in here. I don't recall putting it somewhere else. And it turned out it slipped out of my pocket and went in between the seat and the car. It was forever to find it. But at least this way, when I have it like this and I take it off, because I don't wear this when I'm driving, and I take it off and I put it on the seat, it's not going to slide down anywhere. If it does, I can find it. I have this. And it's adjustable, and you can see the difference between the straps that I have. Oh, is that thing bothering? I have that open for the cat. Let me close that. That's probably better. Let me see. Yeah, that looks a little better. So you don't have the glare going. So you could see the difference. This is like a 1-inch strap. Yeah, 1-inch strap, and this is a 1.5-inch strap. So there's the difference. And this one spreads the weight a little bit more. Plus, if you do it on a certain kind of material, you can always, if you have the kind of purse that you can switch out these with, there it is. So that was good. That was the first time I ever sold those, because ladies, when they came over, and I don't like to bother people, I'll say hello, I'll wish them good morning or whatever, but I let people look. I don't try to sell. The lady next to me, she was explaining her stuff, telling people they can open it to smell things, and she did very well, and it worked for her. But for me, it's like I have such a variety of things, which I'll show you here. So this, the one I made that had the string theory Doctor Who done on it. It's a little, I sold one of those. So if I have different things, it's really hard to talk about, oh, this and this and that. And people get a little, let me shut that off. Maybe no, I was off. I feel like I'm pressuring them, and I don't want anyone to walk away without enjoying what they're seeing, and maybe ask questions. Occasionally I'll say, if you have any questions, don't worry, just, let me know. Not everybody asks questions. Like, for instance, with the straps, because I heard the conversation and I realized they were going down the wrong way, I explained to them, I said, well, this is more, and I had my phone and I lifted it up, and it made more sense to them. So one of the fun items I got a lot of comments on, but no one purchased, were the towels. Now I have this one, and this is an embroidery. And then I have this one. So a lot of people commented about this one. One woman said, does it work? And I said, yeah, in my kitchen it does, because I don't do the cleaning. The hubby does it. And then this one, it was a lot of comments on this one, and they liked that. They thought that was cute. And I said that this was for my son, because my son would say something like stupid dishes, and I liked it. So that's the reason why I even had that one. So some of the other things, and I'm just giving you I reduced what I had in my array because I felt like I do so many different things, but I'm not, I think it's overwhelming for some people. So another comment I got was on this one, which is this one and this one is a sanitizer holder. So the sanitizer from Bed Bath and Beyond. No. What was the other one? It's a popular one and I can't remember it. The hand sanitizer goes in here, and this one, it goes in here, and then it can be attached. You can put, like this one has the key ring on it. A key ring can be put in here, and then it can get attached. Some people really like this, but they wanted a luggage tag, and I don't do luggage tags. I don't get a big call for them. These were pretty popular at one time. I have one that says it's for a teacher gift, and I forgot what the saying is, but I made a bunch of those. I used to give them when I was mentoring. I used to give them to my mentees in the classroom. They were all teachers, of course, and so there's that. And then this has never been popular. It's a chapstick holder. The kids like this. I see kids pick these up all the time and want them. And I think it's because it has the dog and cat and the heart. And it's, just something I think they probably would put on their book bags, but no one ever gets it for them. And they never sold any of these. A few of the other things I had that I thought I have sold, not at this craft fair, but at another one. I did sell a couple of these, which is the Betty White saying, I just like animals more than people. That's that simple. Betty White, and has dog paws on it. I think maybe this is mine. This is my thing I put up. I think overall, this would be something that would be cute at a pet show or dog show, or something where an adoptive thing. All right, so the rest of what I had available, I did have one of my Imperial Cogs ID holder sold because it was May the 4th. So that was pretty good. Now let's do what other things I had available. I've not sold any at this show, but it's the Ouija key fob. These are all key fobs now. I had the small and the large paws. I guess I should do a dog show or something, or I could bring them down to our local animal shelter so they could sell them and maybe make some money off of them. Now this one doesn't have the plastic in here, but this is where is it? The Ouija heart. And then I have a variety of, let's see which way is the best way. There it is. Variety of constellation zodiac key fobs, all in circle. And then one of my favorite ones, and I have sold one of these, but not recently, was this is a dangle, and it's a skeleton. Now, this particular embroidery is supposedly, I think you're supposed to fluff them up a little bit so he gets, and I chose not to do that because I was just testing it out, and I did it on this. I found this fabric, which way is the best way? There it is. I found this fabric. It is so cool. I've done a couple of them, but it looks good on this. I think it looks good on this. I thought it was cool. So that's pretty much the thrust of, or the thrust of, I don't even know the right word for that. The idea of what was at my craft show that I did on the weekend. And I made my booth fee, but that's about it. And that was nice because I haven't done that in a long time. It's been a long time since I made my booth fee. And the thing is, I ticked off how many people were coming into the room that we were in. There was a lot of craft fair people there, a lot of vendors. So it was nice and big, and would have sufficed if we had hundreds of people. But from my count, I counted 75. And I figure a lot of those new people that came in, the first people that came through, some of them came in, I think were members of the group of the place that sponsored it. And they did what they could to help the vendors by purchasing. And my stuff, except for maybe the towels, my stuff is a lot very different than everybody else's when I go places, because I do a I do a witchy theme, uh, sometimes fan art. I didn't bring any out, but I did have a couple of fan art pieces that are done in embroidery. And if you go to String Theory Fabric Arts, you'll find some of the fan art that I did that's done on a piece, and then we frame it. And she shows you how to do it on a canvas. Jeffrey kind of does it for me. And that's, it looks good. They're pretty expensive, so it's a nice variety. My things range anywhere from $8 on to 15. And then I have the fan art is kind of expensive because that takes a long time to do, and it takes a couple of days because the way he frames it, it has to be measured and cut, and it's very time consuming. So that cost a bit, and anywhere from $25 to $40. And so I don't ever expect to sell much of those. I have a variety that you could look at, but I don't expect to sell one every time I go out. But they're nice. They're nice. They're a nice background to the back of the booth. The other things I have are crossbody bags, and I did not bring them with me. Mine are, like I say, they have I want to say dark or witchy feel to them. So they're things like, one is, if you go to String Theory Fabric Art, you'll see the ones, because I get a lot of my stuff from her. So there's an evidence bag. It looks like an evidence bag, and it's really cute, and it has a front pocket that's clear. And then she shows you might want to put something in there that's a little dark. So it's all in good fun. She has commercial stuff. And when I say commercial stuff, I mean things like Bubblicious. She has a bag that looks like Bubblicious. She shows you exactly how to do that. Things that are recognizable to particular groups of people, and they're really kitschy, and they really bring attention to your booth. However, I think I've sold one or two in the course of the times that I have done it. I have two bags I absolutely love that are crossbody, and they're about the finished size is maybe a 5x7, and they have enough room for maybe your phone, keys, a little purse, a little change purse. They have the good witch, bad witch on them. So one was done in pink, and one is done in dark green. So if you get an idea of what one that is. and I've never sold those. So it's a really particular group that my stuff focuses in. So that's why I only brought the key fobs and the dish towels, which was a good idea because someone else in the other room did crossbody bags. Not the same kind, very different, but she had an intense area. I would say she had at least a double spot, if not a triple spot, because she came away. She didn't even have chairs and tables. She had um, a contraption that held all her bags up. So she was like, that was her deal. That's all she did, I think. So there again is something where, I mean, it's a good thing I didn't bring those. So mine were very different, but if I think about other people that were different, the lady a few away from me, or the lady right next to me, jams and jellies. The lady after her, well, she made engraved jewelry, but in the stamping engraved. So like they take the hammer and they stamp the name in. She had bookmarks, um, bracelets, the kind that go like this, that go over. Really cute, but more for a younger set. The lady right across from me had dish towels, the kind that hang off of your stove handle. What else was near me? There was one woman right two over. One woman was jewelry, crystal jewelry. There were a lot of jewelry people. And then the one after that was all tumblers. Um, some people I've seen from other craft shows, I've been in a lot of craft shows where people you see a lot because they follow kind of like a circuit and they follow along. I try to stay within my town, and I'm finding that it's not working. I've tried different parts, different areas within my town because it's a pretty large area. I'd say it's about 25 miles in either direction. And then you start getting into where it becomes difficult to go and do it. I always have to have somebody help me set up and take down, especially if I have to use a canopy. And I do have a wagon; I can bring things in and out, but it's just nice when someone else can help bring stuff in for you, and you can start to set up. So the whole thing within the course of a year hasn't been going very well, and so it's it's probably going to be time to start shutting down these doors. Um, I don't know what else to say about it, except for I think it's fun to go. The people that are involved in the craft fairs community are really nice people, very creative, very supportive of each other. But there isn't the attendance anymore. And the bigger thing, so for the community that I live in, there's like a fair. So there was a fair last last weekend, and so everybody in town goes to that fair, and so that's where all that money gets spent. And you if you have a craft fair, you're lucky to get 75, 100 people to come, and for anyone to make good money, there has to be over 150 people in attendance that come through. Even more, we have an enormous fair during 2 times a year, and a lot of people, big time craft people, go. And when I say big time, I mean people who travel state to state and do it. I know of a couple of people that I've seen in craft fairs that do the smaller versions. They travel too and they participate, but it's way over. It's an enormous amount of money. You have to have a particular setup, so you have to have a white canopy. There's rules. You have to have a certain amount of weight over on each leg of your canopy, and trust me, that's necessary. I was at one show where I saw one of the canopies kind of flip over because the wind came in and took it. She only had maybe 50 pounds on two, and so the front, flipped. Nobody got hurt, but that's the reason for all of that. It's it's sad. I really enjoy going and participating because I like talking to the vendors and being a part of that community. But it's just become, I don't work full time anymore, so it's not something that I can support um, on my retirement. And I'm sad about that because that is my social life. And so now that I'm not going to be there, you know it's sad. So I thought you would enjoy seeing the things that I had. So I'm going to go put this away. I don't know what I'm going to do with those things. I guess people are going to be getting gifts of key fobs for a while now. I enjoy talking to you, and I thank you for participating. Maybe next time I can do something um, by making something. I can show you my embroidery stuff. I don't create the embroidery. I get them from designers. And I told you string theory, fabric art is one. Um, Lynn's Handmade is another one I get sewing tutorials from. She has a lot of patterns. They're workable, and she does a lot of people, not only Lynn, but a lot of people do videos to help you get through that. So those may be something that you'd be interested in. And I've made a few things where I had to remake them because the frustration or figuring out how to do something. So the first one may not come out all right, but it would make a nice gift. Trust me, it'd be fun. I appreciate you being here, and I'll see you next time. And let's see if I can end this properly. Thanks.